Joining me now, I have Jonathan Schanzer, Executive Director at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. Jonathan, thank you so much for your time this morning. Let me just start with the latest in a source saying that the U.S. is now moving this carrier strike group to the Middle East. It'll take about a week to get there. You've also got these evacuations now at U.S. bases in the region. How do you, what's your read on that? Is this a defensive move, or are we laying the groundwork for strikes?
If you ask me, this looks like laying the groundwork. I mean, we're hearing right now that you've got a number of European countries that are telling folks in the region to get out. In other words, the Italians, the French, the Brits, they're all saying if you're in Israel, if you're in Iran, you should leave the region. A number of airlines have stopped their service to the region. You've got the Al Udeid base in Qatar, our largest air base in the region, very close to where to Iranian airspace. That is now being cleared out of non-essential personnel. The death toll continues to rise. The tensions in Iran have not yet stopped. I think this was postponing what is ultimately going to come. When the president said that, he thought the killing had stopped, I think this was, he's buying for time. I think he's stalling a little bit. I think he's waiting for that carrier strike group to come to the region. Doesn't mean he's necessarily going to pull the trigger, but I do think that it will provide the United States with significant leverage. And we may yet still see a strike.
And so, Jonathan, yesterday when he was in the Oval Office and he shared that information about Iran, he said, I have on good authority, they're stopping the killings, they're stopping the executions. You don't believe that? And do you think he knew otherwise?
I think when you look at what's happening on the ground, and of course, we all know that the Iranian regime has been jamming satellites. So the images that we're all watching right now on the screen as we speak, they're hard to come by. The Iranians who are bravely fighting in the streets are struggling to get these things uploaded and sent out to the rest of the world. But the number of deaths, the number of arrests, the number of deliberate shootings of Iranian protesters, they're getting shot in the eye, they're getting shot in the head. This is ongoing. The regime is brutal. And I think the president knows quite well that this is what's happening.
And so say, to your point that this does buy us some time or about a week here with this carrier strike group. If the president ends up striking, what does that look like, do you think? And how full throttle do you think the United States will go with that if they decide to play that card?
Well, I think there's a couple of roads that the president can take. One is, get real close and threaten and tell them to stand down and maybe to, hand over the keys to the kingdom. But I don't think the regime will go down that easily. I think there is the sort of half measure, which is you start striking Iran. The Iranian regime says, OK, that's it. We're ready to just stop all of this and to listen to the demands of the protesters. And then I think there is the full Monty, if you will, which is regime change. Now, it doesn't mean that we put boots on the ground. I think there's a lot of fear about doing that, especially after Iraq and Afghanistan and some of the tough lessons that we learned in the early part of this century. But this is a regime that needs to go. This is a regime that has been spreading terrorism and chaos and instability and challenging American interests. This is a regime that calls for death to America every day. They're burning flags, American flags, every day. It's in the American interest to see this regime go down. From my vantage point, it's really just a question of what are the risks as Donald Trump sees them and how far is he willing to go.
And you saw, the images that Iranian state TV put up just yesterday of President Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania, with the caption saying this time it will not miss the target. So it seems like tensions are just ratcheting up. We'll continue to follow it and see what comes next. Jonathan Schanzer, thank you so much for your time this morning, sir. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.